Good morning, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another vlog. I am just getting ready to head out, just grabbing my scarf and my hat. I just got back from the gym. Alan and I are going out this morning for a little smoothie work date because both of us have been really craving smoothies. So we're gonna go head to Village Juicery and pick up some smoothies. This is such a random like beginning of the vlog, but this is just what's happening, and we're gonna go out and have like a little work date. It's that weird in-between season where it's not quite the holidays, like it's the beginning of November. I'm not ready for the holidays. I don't start playing Christmas music or putting out Christmas decor until after Remembrance Day. And it's also like starting to not feel like fall, like there's still leaves, but it's crisp. It is cool outside. Regardless, craving smoothies even though it's cold, so we're gonna go do that and have a little work date, and I'm gonna bring you guys along. All right, here's the full look. I was gonna wear a hat, but the hair is saying no this morning, and also with all the bundling around my neck, I just feel like it's not the vibe. But I'm wearing this sweater from H&M, scarf is All Saints, jacket is Princess Polly, jeans are Garage, and then just some little Uggs. But let's head out. I almost put it in upside down. Okay, I got the deep chocolate and it tastes almost like a frozen hot chocolate, but healthier because it's just like cashews and banana and raw cacao. And Alan got, show me, the tropical treat, and it's just beautiful, colorful. Cheers. Back home from our little smoothie date and then morning work out of the house as well. I feel like recently I've been working a ton in the house, and so it was nice to get out of the house this morning and just like work at a coffee shop because I haven't done that in a while. But I want to chat through some house updates because I've been feeling like I need to change things up a little bit. First things off is that Alan and I got this stunning espresso machine as a gift at our engagement party, and it's been sitting here for the last just over a month because the counter looks so cluttered. This is the espresso machine that I'm getting rid of. I feel like I've mentioned it in a few vlogs that I've been wanting a new one for a while. So we have the new one secured. I just need to clean this one up and then get rid of it, honestly. My issue is that I think because this espresso machine is so much bigger than this one, this little space here is going to look so cluttered if I want to still keep this. I love my X Bloom. It's like a drip automated coffee maker, and I love it because sometimes I just want a drip coffee and not an espresso drink. So that's my situation with this. The second option is because I kind of have these boxes here, this needs to be put away at some point, but I could get a little bar cart and do a bar slash coffee cart combo here because it is a fair amount of space, and I feel like this is already taking up visual space. If I had a coffee slash bar cart, it would be very, very similar. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Next up, we have this empty space here, which my entryway is super, super simple. There's not a lot going on. I have a little rug down there, but I've really been wanting to do some sort of console table here and then maybe like a circle mirror or something on the wall, just something for a little bit more storage and also as a drop place, because right now my like kitchen island is just always a mess because I don't have like a designated drop zone. I recently put up this little hook here for my keys, which is cute and just convenient for now. I definitely need to take a look on Pinterest Pinterest and get some inspo, but I'm thinking some sort of table or floating shelves or floating cabinet. It just has to be like super narrow. It can't be super deep because obviously the entryway itself is pretty narrow. Like it shouldn't be much deeper than like the bathroom doorway here. So like it can't like stick out super far, you know? Well, those are some house updates that I really want to do. I feel like I haven't done much at all in terms of updating my home. I want to say since like March, since I got my accent chair back in March. And I feel like this is a good season because I don't put up my Christmas decor until like at least after Remembrance Day, so like mid-November. So I feel like this is a good season, like the next 2 to 3 weeks, to get a few little house things done. Oh, one other update, I also moved around some frames and I put up a new frame. I put up this little espresso print in this frame. You can see me in the reflection, but I put this up a few days ago just because this wall was really empty and I thought that filled the space really nicely. This print is from Decenio, as all of my prints are, but I had this one just sitting around and I thought it looked really cute and it filled that space pretty well. You guys have been requesting this for a while, so it's finally time I give you a little healthy hair care wash day routine and update. I think for the past probably, I want to say 5 to 6 months, I've been getting so many requests of what my hair care routine has looked like, and I just haven't had the time on a hair wash day to actually film this fully for you guys. The first thing that I always do on a hair wash day is oil my scalp and leave that to sit for 2 to 3 hours. I've been alternating between 2 different ones. I have a custom hair oil from Pros, and then I also have this scalp treatment, which is like a oil balm, and it's for intense hydration and repair, and it is from the Innate Life. So every week I oil my scalp. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and this week I'm using the Innate Life one because I used the Pros one last week, so I kind of like alternate every other week. This one just looks like this. It smells like peppermint and tea tree oil. It is so good. So I just go ahead, I take a bunch of that, and I quite literally just like start patting it into my scalp. Once a month I also use a hair mask on the ends, but every week I really just concentrate the oil or the oil balm treatment on my roots and on my scalp, because obviously that's where all the new hair growth is coming from. So that's where I like to concentrate it the most. I'm going to look like an absolute grease ball, just a fair warning, but I put a hair mask on the ends as well, and recently I've been using the Kerastase amino acid one. I've really been liking that. I'm actually almost out of it, but that's the one that I've been doing once a month. Once my scalp is all good and oiled up and greasy, I just take my little scalp brush and massage that into my scalp, kind of just stimulating blood flow and circulation, also helping the oil fully spread over my scalp, because I kind of just concentrate it on the areas where I find I need hair growth and stimulation the most, which is like the top of my head, because I find the back of my head actually is pretty thick and full with hair, but it's like the top of my head and then my like traction alopecia as well. Once that's all done and looking like this, I just put the rest of my hair up with a little claw clip, just like an old crappy one, because it's going to get all oily and greasy. Another thing I forgot to mention is before I do any of this, I always take off any of my non-permanent jewelry, so like my rings, my necklaces, just so that they don't get oily and like gross. Another thing that I do typically once a week and the night before hair wash night is I use the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Hair Density Serum, and this I find makes my hair a little bit greasy, so that's why I typically only do it once a week, because you're not supposed to wash your hair when you're using this. So I normally do it the night before hair wash day, and my hair wash cycle is typically every 4 to 5 days. So this is normally on like end of day 3 or end of day 4, depending on how greasy my hair is. But I think I'm gonna let this sit for 2 hours and then we'll wash it out and get into the rest of my hair care. While this sits, I'm gonna go on Pinterest and look at some entryway ideas. I was telling you guys earlier that I just want to kind of redo that, but to definitely need some inspo. So have my laptop and I'm gonna start going through and looking and seeing if there's anything that catches my eye. Like immediately, I love a little table like this, but I also love the floating shelves like I was mentioning. I feel like I'm gonna have to choose between something like this because I definitely don't have enough space to do something big like that, or something big like a console table like that or that. Like it would really have to be a very skinny drawer situation. So I'm gonna look through and just see if I can find any inspo, and then maybe go on IKEA online and see if I can find anything as well. Step in the hair care routine. Once it's been up in my little towel wrap for a while, starting to get like a little bit dry, I go through my hair with a thick tooth comb. This one is from Cove Essentials. I've had it for over a year. I'm obsessed with it. It's just such good quality. Especially with the bangs, I really have to make sure that I'm like setting them up properly, because if they don't dry down the middle, they will not sit right. And then the last step is I go in with this hair primer from the Innate Life as well. It's a balance and restore. I just spray that all over my roots as well as all over the hair shaft. And then I let my whole head of hair air dry, and that is basically my full hair wash day hair care routine. Finally finished it and updated it for you guys. That's what I've been doing to keep my hair healthy and help it grow so fast. You guys know I chopped it in December, so it's grown more than this in a year because I've also cut it quite a few times. So really happy with how it's been growing, and it's been getting thicker and fuller. Overall, really happy. I definitely have switched up the products obviously a few times over the last, I want to say, year, but the ones that I'm using now are what I've been using for the last few months. Good morning, you guys. I just finished eating breakfast and we are drinking a morning coffee because we have a busy day ahead. I have a little press preview with Mavi Jeans that I'm gonna head out to soon, but I'm gonna take some time for myself this morning to do some planning and sit down, and also take a little productivity class on Skillshare. But first, I'm gonna get dressed and get ready for the day because it's a little bit of a busy work day and long day ahead. Alright, I just sat down, did my planner, and filled out kind of the tasks that I have to get done today. But I'm gonna do a little Skillshare productivity class. A big thank you to Skillshare for partnering with me on today's video. I've partnered with them for the last few months, as you guys know. But if you're unfamiliar with Skillshare, they are the world's largest online learning community for creatives. And this month, I definitely have been focusing on more of their productivity classes, but they have such a wide range of classes, from photography to art to creative writing, and also entrepreneurship and more business-focused classes as well. They have a big learn by doing approach, so there's lots of little tasks and projects for you to create and do as you're taking the classes. But for the first 500 people that go and click the link down the description box below, you guys will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so get full access to the platform to explore and find classes that are perfect for you, whether you're wanting to just learn a new creative skill or you're wanting to expand your career path in something creative. This is the perfect time to try out Skillshare, and I highly recommend. So I'm going to go through, look at some classes, and pick one of the ones to do now. But again, a big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. right, we are taking a little midday work break to do a haul. I ordered a bunch of things on Amazon, so I wanted to open them with you. I also have a few other packages. I think most of the stuff is like home organizational stuff and also painter's tape, so I can kind of measure out the size of the thing that I want to put on the wall for the entryway and just kind of figure that out. But let's do a haul. Ooh, okay, so this was the good one to pick up first. So we have the painter's tape that I was saying, so I can measure that out. I also ordered this study guide of Tim Keller's book, The Meaning of Marriage. Alan and I both have read the book now. I read the book last year before we even got engaged and he started to read through it, but as we're prepping for marriage, this is just something that we ordered to start doing together once a week. So it's just a little study guide and we're going to go through the book together now that we've read it. And then I also got some command strips and then some command hooks because I wanted to be able to hang my stockings on the wall this year. They're just a little too long to hang off of my like TV console thing, so I bought some clear hooks. And then I also bought some command tape strips because I'm thinking I might hang up some more pictures and stuff. Like the walls in here are still pretty bare and I change my mind pretty easily. So I feel like if I nailed stuff into the wall, I would end up like wanting to move stuff around. So command hooks and command strips. All right, in this little box, okay, this is literally all that's in the box, but it's a new lock because I recently broke my other lock for my gym locker, so it's literally just a standard lock. That's so boring. But bigger Amazon box. I believe this is most of the organizational stuff, I think. We'll see. Oh my gosh, we have a box inside a box. I have a feeling that these are shelves that I ordered for bathroom storage, so I'm not gonna open this right now because I don't think I'm gonna get to organizing the bathroom cupboards today. I might get to it tomorrow, but I'm like 99% sure these are like drawer clear acrylic organizational storage. I have this giant bag from 6 Stories and I'm 99% sure I know what this is. Okay, 6 Stories sent over some of their bride merch. These are so cute. Let's start with this one. Oh, that's so soft. You guys, look. Ah, it's literally just a white crew neck and it says bride, but that is so cute. And I'm going to be wearing this, I feel like around the house. Also possibly bachelorette, like, even though that's like kind of far away, but that's so cute. I know this literally has nothing to do with homeware, but I love, okay. Another, oh, it has it on the back. Okay, this is a quarter zip crew neck. It says bride on the back. We also have matching bride shorts. Oh, so cute. Like sweat shorts for the summer and also like bachelorette if we're going somewhere warm. And then the last thing is matching bride sweatpants as well. I'm such a like cozy sweatpants sweatshirt girly, but these are so cute. And then they just say bride here on the side. Then one more package here. This is the rest of my miscellaneous organizational things. Also, all the Amazon stuff I will have linked on my Amazon storefront, both the Canada and the US one. It'll be down below. Oh, I'm so excited to organize. I just love organizing and I get excited about things that help me organize. First up, we have a little organization rack for my dishware. I was thinking I'm going to put my plastic lids for my food prep containers, organize them like this because they always just end up in a giant stack and it's really obnoxious and I just think it looks really gross and messy. And then I also got a little bin and I think I want to stick this on the inside door of under my sink because I'm tired of like my sponges and stuff in the sink. I have one of those stick-on things for the sink, but I think I want them away and out of sight. So I got this little bin to do that. I also got a mug organizer. This kind of like sits on the shelf and then the mugs hang from it. And then the last thing that I got, this is a shelf, I think. This is an organizational like dish shelf. Yeah, it's all in pieces, so I'm gonna have to build it, but it's just like a black metal shelf. So that is my haul. That's everything that I got. But I'm gonna tape up the wall and figure out if I want the big IKEA thing or the small IKEA wall thing, or if I want one or if I want two. I'm just gonna tape out the sizes and we're gonna figure that out. I think I'm gonna measure out the big one first, just because it's the one that I'm leaning towards so that I have more storage, and I think it's mostly gonna end up being a book storage and then like other random miscellaneous things. There's just, in a Toronto condo, not a lot of storage, and so I feel like this will be helpful. So I'm gonna do the big one first. They're both the same length, which is really helpful, but one is taller and the other one is shorter. Out. Here is my dilemma. I want the bigger one, but it cuts into the outlet, because I think that if I just get one big one, it'll look kind of silly and awkward, just like one short little thing here. But I could also do one big one and then a half one smaller one here. Option number 3 is just to do 2 smaller ones, move them down a little bit so that they're sitting like just above the outlet, and then do like a shelf on top, so I still get that storage, but I don't have to worry about like cutting out or doing something with that outlet, which I think might be the smarter decision, is just to get 2 of the smaller ones and then do like a shelf over top. Either way, I do need to make a decision, because I am going to go to IKEA this evening because my parents are going to meet me there, because they also have to pick things up, so I'm going to go see them, but also go to IKEA. I think maybe seeing the cupboards in person might help, and then I can also see what shelves they have, because if I were to do a shelf, it either needs to be a shorter depth or the same depth as the depth of the cupboards. Anyways, I do have a phone interview for an article in about half an hour, so I'm gonna hop on that, do a little bit more work, and then we're gonna go head out to IKEA this evening and just see what we can get, see them in person, and make some sort of decision on that. Do we need candles? Yeah, the green one is nice. No, look, there's a Christmas tree. Okay, these are them, but like, these are the big ones. These are the thick ones. I'm getting these, but the ones that aren't, oh, those are cute. I like that, but ones that aren't as deep. All right, we've arrived to the area of the things that I need to figure out, of the sizes and stuff. So this is all the Bestis system with all the doors and such. Those are the glossy ones, and I was trying to figure out if I want the glossy or these are just the regular ones, the matte. Yeah. Go for a walk. We're gonna try and find the right, that's the little one. We're looking for the bigger one. So it turns out this trip is somewhat empty-handed. They are all out of both the door and the frame. So we're gonna try and wait. They're supposed to be back in stock later this week and order them. But I got a cute little wintry Christmas candle, so it wasn't a total bust of a trip. I also just love walking around IKEA, but also a semi-bust because I literally didn't get anything that I wanted or needed. Don't vlog and pick things up, kids. My mom is now holding this for me while we walk out to the car because I don't trust myself that I'm gonna drop it again. So, let's go. for dinner after training tonight, and he requested a chicken salad for dinner. So I'm trying to find something interesting to do. I have a bunch of beets to use up and apples, so I'm thinking some sort of like roasted beet, maybe sweet potato, arugula. I also have cilantro, so some sort of salad to put together with just like some chicken over top, but like something interesting that like he wouldn't make, that also sounds good for me for dinner too, because I'm not really craving a like boring salad. So that's what I'm thinking for dinner tonight, is something interesting like that. I'm just gonna start putting stuff together and we'll see what happens. I have a feeling that this is going to be really messy, but we're just gonna go for it. Here's the final result. So we have spinach, arugula, cilantro, the roasted sweet potato, and then shredded beet and apple. And then I added some goat cheese and did a little balsamic maple syrup, olive oil dressing. And I'm gonna slice the chicken and like stick it on the side for protein. But I'm really excited to try this out. I think it's gonna be really delicious.